Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say.
Frosty the Snowman, adapted from the song of the same name, retold by Annie North Bedford, illustrated by Terri. About Frosty. Frosty the Snowman was born in 1950 as the subject of a record album, and he soon became enormously popular with the children and adults alike. He stars in his own television special and has made numerous appearances in the Thanksgiving and Christmas parades. Unlike other snowmen, Frosty is at home even in the warmest parts of the world. Frosty the Snowman came to the town one bright, cold winter day. The first real snow of the winter had fallen the night before. In the morning, out came the children, and they started to roll snowballs. Round and round the snowy yard, they rolled the snowballs. Soon they had two fine big ones. Round and round the yard again. There was a little snowball just the right size for a snowman's head. Billy ran home and bought 2 bits of coal to use the snowman's eyes and 2 bits for his button. Sally gave him a button nose and an old straw broom. Tommy brought floppy galoshes and a scarf for the snowman, and Joe brought him a pair of old red mittens to wear. "Now we need a hat," said Sally and Joe. So they all began to look around. Sally found an old cap, but it didn't look just right. Billy found a battered felt cap, but it still didn't seem right. Just then, down the street came the whistling wind, and it blew a shiny top hat to their feet. "Just what we need," cried Sally and Joe. "It's like magic," said Billy and Tommy. It was Tommy who picked up the shiny top hat and put it on the snowman's head. Zing! Tommy's hand sprang back with a shock. "It is magic," gasped Tommy. "So it is," said a voice, a deep, chuckly voice they had never heard before, and a pleasant sort of magic, if I do say so myself. "It's the snowman," whispered Sally. And so it was. "Frosty the Snowman, at your service," he said. And that was how Frosty the Snowman became alive. If you had never had a snowman for a friend, you can't begin to imagine all the fun those children had. Frosty took them coasting and never had their sled slid so swiftly and so far. Frosty helped them build a snow house and never had the blocks packed so firmly and so well. They all went out ice skating, and the magical part was that while they were with Frosty, the children could stay out and play in the snow and never get shivery cold. Was it Frosty's warm heart or his magical smile? Whatever it was, they thought it was fine. Each morning, when all the children came out to play, Frosty had a wonderful plan all set. One morning he said, "Let's go shopping today. I never seen a store you know." So they all joined hands, and away they skipped. off towards town where the shops stood in a row. It was fun showing Frosty around. He thought every window was wonderful. All around the town they led Frosty that day, while the warm wintry sun shone down. Soon they came to a corner, and around the corner came a warm, gusty wind. Off went Frosty's hat, and away went Frosty after it. Then tweet, sang the traffic cops, loud whistle. The children could not follow Frosty because traffic was streaming by, buses and trucks and cars. Tweet, went the traffic cops' whistle again. The crossing stood empty before them now, but there was no sound of Frosty. Only this top had rolled down the street, all by itself in the melting snow. "Mr. Policeman," the children cried, "where has the Frosty the Snowman gone?" "Oh," said the policeman, "Frosty the Snowman has gone away, where all the snowmen go on a sunny day. But he'll be back after your biting call whenever great heaps of snowflakes fall." And he will. The end.